And we continue our coverage of breaking news. Demonstrators continuing to protest outside Coast Guard Island in Alameda. This footage from earlier this morning, but we know that demonstrators are still out there. We have live team coverage from the demonstrations. We've got Crown Force Philippe Djegal live in Alameda with the latest on that.
Yeah, Philippe, how is it out there now?
It's calmed down, but the U.S. Coast Guard is sending more of its security forces in here. That's in that truck right there. And the California Highway Patrol is out here, and quite frankly, they have controlled the situation. It was not out of control while we've been here and in the several hours that I've seen them out here, but certainly the crowd got a little more riled up afternoon when the CHP did get here, and then right after, officers in riot gear started making their way down Embarcadero East to Denison, where they have remained. They have closed this intersection off, or essentially put a little perimeter around it to allow the civilians that are on Coast Guard Island to get off of the island. We saw a caravan of cars drive by, at least two caravans of cars drive by in the last 90 minutes. At first, I thought it may have been the federal agents that were here and were leaving, but there were so many cars here that it just leads me to believe that this is the central focus of why the CHP came out here in the first place, was to ensure that those on the island were able to get off. And that's where we stand right now. The CHP not showing any signs of leaving at this point. The protesters are still here. There have been some very vocal protesters, have been consistent in their talk this entire time, but a lot of them have dispersed. So the crowd is much smaller. I would say that the number of officers to protesters at this point getting closer to even, but and you could see more of the cars that we were talking about. This is maybe the third caravan, I'd say, leaving the island. So it's a fluid situation at this point. The anger is not palpable at this point, and I think it was the announcement that the president made earlier today that with the mayor of San Francisco kind of quelling the furor over federal agents coming to the Bay Area to conduct an operation in San Francisco, that at this point has been halted. So it's quiet right now. We hope it remains that way, and the CHP is they've hunkered down here, and they've got the situation, appears, under control. I will say that since I last saw you, I did see one woman get detained. So I've seen at least two people detained. We don't know the status after they are processed, if it's going to be an arrest, but certainly at least two people were taken away.
Philippe, are you able to tell, because we do know that the federal agents, they did arrive. They are there, despite the mayor and also the president saying that there will not be any federal deployment to the city. And now that this road is open, are you able to compare the trucks or the cars that entered earlier this morning when those agents arrived? Have you seen any of those vehicles leave the Coast Guard Island?
No, I can't confirm that at all. I can't see inside the windows. The truck that passed as we started this live shot, I was able to look inside that window and see that it was U.S. Coast Guard security forces that were driving up. So I can't see any of these unmarked cars if federal agents are inside them. You would imagine that they could be. They, I believe, arrived in unmarked cars, but there are a lot of civilians that work on the island. They need to work, and so whether or not they've been impacted by a shutdown or not, they got to work. So those are the people mixed in between possibly federal agents that are moving out.
So I do want to take a moment to apologize to our viewers. Some profanity was on one of the demonstrators' signs back there. I showed up briefly on camera here. And sometimes with covering demonstrations, things can be very fluid, as Philippe was just alluding to. So we do want to apologize for that. And we also do want to clarify, it's not confirmed at this time that ICE agents are part of this group, this caravan of folks who did enter the Coast Guard Island this morning. But we do know that Customs and Border Protection were deployed out here this morning, and that group does have the authority to conduct arrests. But at this time, no confirmation that ICE agents are on the island.